can see that their hearts are in the right place. You know, let's take care of our wives and our children. Because with us gone, who cares about us? If we're gone, we're gone. But you need to care about them while we're here. That's important. You need to care about our wife and our children while we're here.
So I just want to preference, as we walk and talk, the part about taking care of family. This involves basically expats coming out here and marrying or being together with a Filipino. And sometimes, you know, our girlfriend, wife has children as well. So we have to consider all of them. As you well know by now, you know, when you marry her, you marry the family. So, and that's a whole separate video. But this one just basically talks about property, you know, purchasing property, land and or house and lot type of thing, and why we do it. You know, Mike, Philippines Retirement, he explained it in one of his videos pretty well, and others have too. You know, when we do that, we know we don't really own it because we're not allowed to own property out here as foreigners. However, we do it for our wife, okay? And most of us that do it will already be married or are getting married, and we, you know, we're getting a little older. We're getting up there as the husband, and we want to just make sure that if, of course, we're in a solid relationship and things are well, you know, that they have a place to live when we're gone. Because there's a whole nother episode about Social Security and how our Filipinos don't get it when we're gone, and that was a misconception that I had for the first few months when I came out here several years ago, almost 3 years now or more. I just assumed that, and I even called Social Security in the States, back in the States, and yeah, they said, oh yeah, just send us a copy of your wife's and yours marriage certificate. We'll have it on file. Well, yeah, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it does. The document should be sent, and we have, but we're doing some estate planning now, and I just think that people should know that, and most of them do, I'm sure, that our wives don't automatically get our Social Security, and the only way that they really get it will be explained in the video, in the full video on it. But you know, you either have to have a child together out here in the Philippines, or they have to have lived with you in the U.S. for, I think it's 5 years or more. But again, the details will be in the next video. So keep that in mind, and that's one of the reasons why I think, just like Mike had said too, that why we purchase land, and same with Old Log Paul, you know, and others, why we do it. We do it because we want our wife to always have a place to live no matter what happens. So, and in the other episode 2, in another episode, we talk about life insurance. Now, I know at our age, life insurance can be very expensive, but I found in talking with our attorney too, also because I did family wills and trust back in the States. I did that also. So, but I know out here it's completely different. So, in talking with our attorney, you know, what replaces our Social Security income is life insurance. So it's a little pricey depending on our age and our health, if there's any pre-existing conditions, of course. But it does give them the security, and it gives us the security while we're here, that, hey, if God forbid something should happen to us first, I don't really need to worry. Number one, they have a place to live, you know, they have a place to live. Number two, have an income stream. They'll have a bulk amount of cash come in, and however they invest it or use it is up to them, because we don't want to micromanage, but we do want to plan. So let's get on with this next episode.
I think purchasing a property with your wife, of course, because you can't purchase it alone, or girlfriend, just be careful if they're not your wife. Because on the actual deed, you know, it will say, you know, your wife's name, and then it'll say married to, and then it'll have your name. And of course, you know, the rights of survivorship are connected with that. So if something should, God forbid, happen to one of, you know, to one of our wives, right? That didn't come out right. Not one of our wives, but you know what I'm saying. If one of us has an issue with that, with our wife, God forbid, the property would automatically go to us. Not necessarily would it go in our name, but we would have rights to it. So we then, you know, no one's going to take it from us. So it's important. The other thing, some of us come out here on, $800 a month, like a minimum Social Security budget, $1,000 a month, which you could live out here on $1,000 a month. But if you have to pay rent, that takes a huge chunk out of that $1,000 a month. So if you can, when you come out here with a small Social Security and or pension, I'm finding it from other expats that I talk to that whatever cash they have, they keep a reserve for medical issues, and they keep at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses a reserve, but they invest in a piece of property. Not that you're going to make any money on it, because it's really difficult to make money on property here in the Philippines. If anyone thinks they're going to come out here and start flipping houses and doing that sort of thing, you're going to have a rough time, okay? Because that's just not how it typically works out here. So, but coming out here, securing a piece of land, building a house, or buying an existing house is a good investment in your security. So it means that no one really can kick you off the property. If something should happen, to us, our wives have a place to live. Our wives can rest assured that hey, we own this. You can't kick me out. I may not be making a lot of money, but I have a home to stay. Our children have a home to stay. Okay, so that's why there's only one kind of insurance that I believe in, and that's life insurance. Okay, now, to know we, as one of the main providers of our family, I'm a Christian. I believe in that we should lead and guide and support our family when we're here and when we're not here. Okay? I mean, God is the one that leads us, and we follow Him. Now, He expects us to take care of the family, and I just think that's how it is. So, anyway, that's the morning walk. We'll do other walks